Hello everyone, this is BF Skinner's Operant Conditioning Theory. Taglish ang discussion dito para mas madali niyo maintindihan. Tinawag itong operant conditioning kasi it describes how we operate in our environment or how we respond to stimuli. This theory states that the consequences of a behavior increases or decreases the behavior. So meron mga consequences na pag yun ang sumunod dun sa behavior, ay mas dadalas, ang mas nagiging stronger yung behavior. Meron din namang consequences na pag yun ang sumunod dun sa behavior, ay magdi-decrease o magiging weaker yung behavior. Ang tendency, hindi uulitin nung tao yung behavior na yon. One concept in Skinner's theory is the concept of reinforcement. This is something that will increase a behavior. Kaya pag ito ay sumunod sa isang action or behavior, ano ang magiging epekto? Uulitin ng tao yung behavior na yon. There are two types of reinforcement, and the first one is positive reinforcement, which is giving something pleasant to increase a behavior. So, para matandaan, pag sinabing positive, something is given. At ano itong binibigay? Ito ay something na gusto ng tao. Example, yung isang bata, every time na mag-uwi siya ng exam na 100% ang kanyang grade, ay binibigyan siya ng kanyang mother ng 100 pesos. So, ano ang epekto nito? Gusto niya palagi na makaka-100 siya kasi nakakatanggap siya ng reward na gusto niya. Sa negative reinforcement naman, this is removing something unpleasant to increase a behavior. Which means you are experiencing relief kasi meron kang na-experience sa something unpleasant tapos natatanggal ito. So, relief is the key word that to remember. Example, you're experiencing abdominal pain tapos nag-take in ka ng medication and then the result is that nawala yung abdominal pain. So, anong gagawin mo the next time that you experience abdominal pain again? Magte-take ka ng the same medication. Remember, itong negative reinforcement is different from punishment. Reinforcement, whether it's positive or negative, will increase the behavior. Punishment will do a different thing. Ano ba yung punishment? This is something that will decrease the behavior. Kaya pag merong behavior tapos sinundan ng punishment, ang tendency, hindi yan uulitin ng tao. Just like for reinforcement, there are also two types of punishment. The first is positive punishment, which is giving something unpleasant to decrease a behavior. Para hindi na niya gagawin itong behavior na to, kailangan bigyan mo siya ng ayaw niya. Yung magiging uncomfortable siya, magiging painful para sa kanya. Yung ayaw niyang gawin, yung ayaw niyang maranasan, ayaw niyang matanggap. So, example of this, yung estudyante ay nagkalat dun sa classroom. So, anong ginawa ng teacher? Pinarusahan siya by making the student clean the classroom. Kaya yung estudyante hindi siya agad makakaalis, makakauwi after dismissal of classes kasi kailangan linisin niya yung buong classroom. Hindi siya nag-enjoy doon. Ayaw na ayaw niya maglinis. So ano ang gagawin niya? The next time na meron siyang urge na magkalat sa classroom, may isip niya yon, ay, ayaw ko na, mapaparusahan ako. Kaya hindi ko na gagawin uli ang magkalat. Sa negative punishment naman, this consists of removing something pleasant to decrease a behavior. Remember, basta merong negative, it means something is taken away. Example, nahuli ka ng teacher mo na gumagamit ng phone habang nagkaklase, kaya kinonfiscate niya yung phone mo. So what has been taken away? Your phone, which gives you a pleasant experience. Diba? Gustong-gusto mo na gumagamit ng phone. Hindi mo na magawa dahil kinuha nga yung phone mo eh. So the next time na meron ka uling urge na gumamit ng phone habang ikaw ay nagkaklase, ang tendency, hindi mo na uli gagawin yan kasi ayaw mong maulit yung ganitong klase ng experience. Okay, check yourself. Identify positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, positive punishment, o negative punishment ba ang nasa items na nandito. Pero bago yan, just a quick summary. Pag positive ang nakita ninyo na term, ibig sabihin merong ibinibigay o idinadagdag. Sa negative naman, merong inaalis. Something is taken away. So pag positive reinforcement, nagbibigay ng reward. Sa negative reinforcement, inaalis kung anuman yung unpleasant dun sa situation para maka-experience ng relief yung tao. Sa positive punishment, nagbibigay yung punisher ng something na hindi gusto ng tao. Sa negative punishment naman, may inaalis na pleasant, aalisin yung gusto ng tao para maparusahan siya, para hindi na niya uulitin yung behavior. Okay, let's go to the items. Number 1, a mother is paying attention to her son. The child goes into tantrums and the mother ignores him. So, merong inalis dito, di ba? Pag inignore mo, inaalis mo yung attention. And ano ang purpose? Para tumigil sa pagtatantrum. So, this is considered to be negative punishment. Number 2, a mother gives her 2-year-old son a 1 peso coin every time he uses po and opo. So, gumagamit ng reward yung nanay, kaya ito ay positive reinforcement. Number 3, a kindergarten teacher stamps a star on a child's hand for giving the right answer. This is also a reward. Diba proud na proud yung bata na meron siyang star. Gustong-gusto niya yon. So, this is considered also as positive reinforcement. Number 4, during a group discussion in a values education class, the class becomes noisy and disrespectful to each other. The teacher assigns them to submit an essay on respect to be submitted the following day. So, merong ibinigay yung teacher. So, this is something that is positive. Ano ba yung binigay niya? It's something that is unpleasant, di ba? Additional na assignment ito eh. Ayaw nyo naman, di ba, na gumagawa ng additional assignment. So, giving of something unpleasant to stop the behavior. This is considered to be positive punishment. Number 5, the class in item number 4 continues the discussion, but this time, it's already in a respectful way. So, before the class ends, the teacher announces that the assignment is revoked. So, ano ang ginawa dito? Merong inalis. So, this is negative. At ang inalis na yon is something that is unpleasant. Kaya, ano ang reaction ng mga estudyante? Ay, salamat. Hindi na kami gagawa ng assignment. So, di ba, merong relief. So, this is negative reinforcement. Number 6, a mother scolds her child when the child misbehaves. So, merong ditong ginagawa na idinadagdag something na unpleasant para hindi na mag-misbehave yung bata. And this is considered to be positive punishment. Another concept in Skinner's theory is the concept of extinction. This is unlearning of a behavior due to lack of reinforcement. Natutuhan mo yung behavior pero hindi ka na ngayon nare-reinforce, wala nang reward na tatanggap. So ano ang naging epekto sa'yo? Hindi mo na ngayon ginagawa yung behavior and after a while, na-unlearn mo na. This is different from forgetting kasi unlearning din ang forgetting but this is due to lack of practice. Natutuhan mo yung behavior pero matagal mo nang hindi ginagawa kaya ano ang epekto? Nakalimutan mo na. Example, natutuhan mo yung dance steps nung ikaw ay nagpipi pa pero that was so many years ago. So ang result nito ay hindi mo na ginagawa kaya ano nangyari? Nakalimutan mo na, hindi mo na kayang gawin ngayon itong mga dance steps na to. Babalik tayo dun sa reinforcement. Merong different schedules of reinforcement. First is continuous. In continuous reinforcement, it's given every time the desired behavior is done. So, desired behavior, reinforce. Second time, desired behavior again, reinforce. Third time, may desired behavior na naman, reinforce. So, every time na gawin ito ay binibigyan ng reinforcement yung tao. Ang intermittent naman, hindi lahat ng oras ay binibigyan siya. So, reinforcement is given but not every time that the desired behavior is done. There are 4 types of intermittent schedules. First is based on time interval. Pag sinabing fixed interval, same time interval between each reinforcement. Example, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 p.m., and 2 p.m. Ang difference between each time is 2 hours. So, reinforcement is given every 2 hours. Pag variable interval naman, there are different time intervals between each reinforcement. Example, reinforcement is given at 8 a.m., tapos ang susunod ay 10 a.m. 2 hours ang interval dyan, di ba? Tapos ang sumunod na ay 2 p.m. So, between 10 and 2 p.m., ang interval is 4 hours. Tapos ang sumunod ay 3 p.m. This is just a difference of 1 hour. Tapos ang sumunod ay 3:30 p.m. This is just a difference of 1/2 hour. Meron ding intermittent schedule that's based on the performances of the behavior. Pag sinabing fixed ratio, same number of performances between each reinforcement. Example, reinforce after the 5th, 10th, and 15th performance of the behavior. So you will see na every 5 performances of behavior ay nare-reinforce siya. Sa variable ratio naman, wala ring pattern, different ang number of performances. As for example, reinforce after the 5th and 7th, which is, ang difference is 2 performances, and then reinforce again at the 15th, ang difference naman between 7 and 15 is 8 performances. So check yourself. Determine continuous ba to, fixed interval, fixed ratio, variable interval, or variable ratio. Bago natin sagutin, i-review ulit, continuous, every time na gumawa siya ng desired behavior, reinforce. Fixed interval, fix yung time interval between each reinforcement. Ang fixed ratio naman, fix yung number of performances between each reinforcement. Variable interval, iba-iba yung time interval. At yung variable ratio, iba-iba yung number of performances between each reinforcement. So, number 1, every 20 minutes. Time yan, di ba? Tapos, pare-pareho every 20 minutes. So, that means it's fixed interval. Next, every 5th time a person does the behavior, ang pinag-uusapan dito ay number of performances. So, pare-pareho every 5th time, therefore it is fixed, pero fixed ratio. Third, after the 10th, 20th, 30th, and 40th time a person did the behavior. So, doing the behavior, that's performance. Tapos, makikita ninyo, 10th, 20th, 30th, 40th, ang difference dyan ay pare-pareho lang. So, 10 performances, di ba? So, that is fixed, that is ratio. Fixed ratio. Next, at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 5 p.m. So, iba-ibang oras, iba-iba yung time interval, therefore, it is variable interval. Next, every time a person does the behavior, okay, that's continuous. And 6, after the 1st, 3rd, 8th, and 10th time the person did the behavior, iba-iba yung number of performances in between. Yung between 1 and 3, dalawa lang yan. Between 3 and 8, that's 5. And between 8 and 10, that's 2 performances. So, performances ang pinag-uusapan. So, that is ratio, iba-iba. So, that's variable ratio. So, which are the most effective schedules of reinforcement? Pag ang pinag-uusapan natin ay ano ang magpropromote ng fastest learning, then the answer is continuous reinforcement. Bakit? Kasi, diba, every time na nagpe-perform siya ng desired behavior and nabibigyan siya ng reinforcement. And it's human nature. We want something na positive. We want a reward. Kaya ang tendency ay inuulit-ulit natin yung behavior until finally matututuhan na natin. But the problem with continuous reinforcement is that it also promotes the fastest extinction. Bakit rin? Kasi madaling mahalata ng tao na hindi na siya nakakatanggap ng reinforcement eh. Kasi dati sunod-sunod ang pag-reinforce sa kanya. Pero ngayon, nakakailang beses na siya na nagpe-perform ng desired behavior, hindi pa siya nabibigyan ng reinforcement, yun, nahalata na niya. Eka, ayoko nang gawin ito kasi wala naman akong reward na nakukuha. So, he stops doing it. So, after a while, naa-under na niya yung behavior. When it comes to promoting the slowest extinction, the most effective are the variable schedules. Yung variable ratio and variable interval. Bakit? Kasi, pag tinigil mo ang pagbigay ng reinforcement, hindi agad nahalata ng tao. Kasi nga, unpredictable naman ang pagdating ng reinforcement sa ganitong klase ng schedules. Itong dahilan kung bakit yung mga nagsusugal ay tuloy-tuloy pa rin nagsusugal kahit hindi sila nananalo. Kasi paminsan-minsan nananalo. So hindi naman nila alam kung kailan ang next time na mananalo sila. So they hope that they're going to win the next time. Kaya tuloy-tuloy na magsusugal yan, not realizing na matagal na pala na wala silang nakukuhang reward. So ito ang theory ni Skinner. This is operant conditioning and I hope the lecture has helped you understand what the theory is. Please click the subscribe button and like also and share.